the S&P 500 daily cloud chart, where we can look backwards 26 days at the lagging line, which is current price in the current day. We can also look back 26 days to the baseline and conversion line. So from the current day back to 26 days, we can look at the conversion line and the baseline and the cloud, the leading span 1 and leading span 2. Looking forward, we only get the cloud itself. We can look at the top of the cloud, leading span 1 and leading span 2. Looking back 26 days at the lagging line, we can see that it was actually below the baseline 26 bars back and then ended up above it for end of day. This is a good thing. I have provided a link to an explanation of the Ichimoku Cloud chart, long-winded history at first, and then you can fast forward and click on the times to look at the moving averages, the conversion line, baseline, and then the cloud itself, explanations on everything. So the baseline could be good support. You can see it takes a leg up 26 bars back here. So the lagging span could keep bouncing off of it, but that means price would have to keep going up. And you can see in the current day, moving forward 26 bars, the top of the cloud takes a jump up and then goes flat for a little while, takes another jump up, and then goes flat for a long time here, and then starts heading down. So it starts heading down on May 16th. And price in the aftermarket hours for the S&P 500 on the 24th at 6:40 p.m. Central Time is 5,042. So the current baseline is right above the cloud, and the conversion line took a dive down today. So anytime the conversion line is below the baseline, that's not a good thing. But it could continue trying to head up and break out of the cloud for new all-time highs, etc. And the cloud is quite thick, meaning from the top to the bottom, so this could be a range for a while and stay within the cloud for possibly a new record. I've seen it go sideways in the cloud for a while, but this one could break the record, waiting for a rate cut from the Fed. And I believe the consensus among traders and investors for the next rate cut could possibly be after the presidential election here in the U.S. And as a reminder, about 4,700 for S&P price, that's taking away all 7 rate cuts that traders and investors had penciled in earlier this year, so could end up with none or possibly just one. So they're going to be hanging on for a while, and this could go sideways in the cloud for a long time. However, in the current era here, current day, it's closer to poking its nose out of the top of the cloud. I've seen it just do that and look around and then head back down. If it falls out of the bottom of the cloud anywhere along here, that's a pretty big problem there. Just like breaking out of the cloud to the top site is a good thing. However, more than likely, the baseline and the conversion line will end up within the cloud, and price will be contending with those two within the cloud, either trying to get the conversion line back up above the baseline or just struggling to get above the baseline and start moving up. And here's this week's major U.S. economic reports and Fed speak. So the big one is on Friday here, the PCE. So we're going to be idling probably within the cloud until that day on the 26th. GDP will be important, and all these other ones too, pretty important, but this is the big one here, PCE. And from now until September or near the end of the year, there's like 6 or 7 CPI reports and all those other reports before there's a possible rate cut. So, and the way I look at it is I never stop looking at the charts and figuring things out, no matter how boring it is on sideways price actions.